All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another just me talking. Overall, I wanted to talk on this whole situation of this guy quitting his job so he can work for or with Logan Paul. It was a dumb move to just cut straight to it. It was an extremely dumb move because I went like deeper in depth with this on my podcast. So if you want to, you could go check out my podcast, the TMossBoss Show. Probably by the time this video gets uploaded, the episode might not be out just yet because I'm behind on episodes and stuff. So just stay tuned for it and things. But yeah, follow my podcast. But the thing is that I don't understand is that this guy, you're making $100,000 a year. Now, I understand if you don't like your job, it's miserable, you hate it, all that other stuff. That makes sense. I get that. But why would you risk it on an opportunity that never existed in the first place? It wasn't like Logan Paul made some post or anything saying, hey, quit your, successful job, a job that a lot of people will probably is like, they would kill people for. Quit your job so you could come work with me. You did not see Logan Paul post that not one time across social media. So why would you think that was a good idea? Why would you I because my thing was this. And this is something that I spoke on. This is something I told my managers, at my old job, that when YouTube had started, being better, if I was like getting more successful through YouTube, that's when I'll quit my job. I wasn't going to quit my job and I didn't even know where YouTube was going to lead me. Like there was at one point I almost was going to quit YouTube. So I'm like, that just wouldn't have made any sense. I quit my job to go do YouTube full time and then quit YouTube. Does that make any sense? Like I'm saying, like you do not know at the end of the day how this is going to turn out for you. And let's just say, okay, because I watched the video. To me, it was one of the most like saddest privileged videos I've ever seen. Because I'm like, you set yourself up for this. Why are you crying about it? Like you put yourself in this situation. So at the end of the day, like you only can be upset at yourself. You can't be mad at Logan Paul. Logan Paul, wherever he was at, he wasn't expecting somebody to run up on him talking about, oh, can I work with you or work for you? Like, my thing is that when you're out in public, you're not seeking that. I'm not even seeking that type of stuff when I'm on the internet. So, like that, I've had it where people have messaged me overall about doing videos with them. I've had people message me wanting me to react to their videos. I've had people message me wanting to check out their music and talk on it and stuff. I'm not here for that. I never was here for that unless I make a post saying, hey, send me your music, send me a video, send me whatever. Then I'm like, okay, then that's what I'm looking for at that time. But any other random day of the week where I'm not posting about that, bro, I'm not seeking out for that type of stuff. So that's why I'm like, bro, what made you think that Logan Paul was like obligated? Like he was forced to say yes to you when there's probably besides this one person, there's probably been numerous people that have approached Logan Paul with the same sob story and all that other privilege crap. And they didn't record it. They just probably approached him. It was just all like, hey, can we do some videos? Can we do some business or whatever? He's most likely said the same thing he said to you. No. So I'm like, bruh, roles reverse. Let's say you're out and about minding your own business. You're doing all these different things and you got some random person approaching you. You don't know anything about this person. You don't know how they are behind doors. You don't even know how Logan Paul, how he is behind doors. So what makes you think that that's going to be a positive and a positive relationship? Why? Because you watch his videos on a regular basis? Who cares? Who cares if you watch his videos on a regular basis? I watch Logan Paul's videos on a regular basis. You don't see me quitting YouTube and quitting everything that I've worked hard for just so I can go work for him. Who is he? Like, and that's not even. And the thing is, it's like that's not even in, like no disrespect to Logan Paul. Like, obviously he's Logan Paul, but at the end of the day, why settle just for Logan Paul? Why can't you go up like a step higher? Why are you not trying to work for somebody like Bill Gates or one of those other like, rich 100 billionaire dollar people? Like why are you settling for Logan Paul? Like I mean, like, even at the end of the day, it's like Logan Paul. If you sit down and think about it, yeah, Logan Paul, he probably is like the better, brother to wait out of him and Jake Paul. I'd rather work with Logan Paul, but it's like, why not go with Jake Paul? Jake Paul, in my opinion, I would have to say he is making more moves, especially with this boxing stuff. Like, he's going crazy with it. Logan Paul, I feel like he's a chilled, mellow dude. So maybe he did relate to Logan Paul and stuff in a way. But I'm like, bruh, what? Okay, so let's say you quit your job, you work for Logan Paul, and he turns out to be the worst boss ever. So now you're doing this video where it's like, oh, Logan Paul is the worst boss ever, and that's why I'm doing this video because I quit my job where I was making $100,000 a year. Like, bro, like, my thing is, I know people will probably ask me, do I feel like bad for him? I don't. I really don't. You had a good job. You shouldn't have let it go. So I'm like, yeah, if the job was miserable, then I'm like, yeah, you just gotta find another job that's making roughly that same amount of money or more, and do that, and work on that. But like, yeah, if you gonna quit your good job so you can work with Logan Paul, I'm like, yeah, bro, you set yourself up for that one. So I'm sorry, but that's just life, man. So. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments, because I'm curious on what other people have to say. I feel like people probably would defend him and be like, Logan Paul should have just offered him a job. He's not obligated to. He's not. So I'm like, that man can walk, ignore this dude, and kept going. But he decided to sit down, listen to what he wanted to say and things, let him know, like, it ain't gonna work like that. You gotta overall put in some sort of work in order to work with or for somebody. You can't just show up to a place and just being like, oh, I want to work here because I got this sad sob. Okay, good. I'm good. I'm good now. I'm good now. But anyways, yeah, it's like, as somebody approaches me and they're all like, "Oh, can I work with you?" Like, I don't know who you are and what you doing, what you got going on, and I'm supposed to say yes. That ain't gonna work like that. So, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.